I'm Clare from Inclusive Cork, and what we do in Inclusive Cork is we are diversity and inclusion trainers and consultants. I love the idea behind the AUsome conference because I really believe it's changing the narrative around neurodiversity and disability. It's time to change. It is very much at the moment surrounded by tragedy and sympathy and the charity and medical model. And we're now in 2020, and it is time to move on to the rights model and the social model. I would encourage any professionals, whether you are teaching or you're an SNA, a psychologist or a speech and language therapist, I would encourage you to go to the AUsome conference, because all of us are learning every day around neurodiversity. So we can all learn so much from other people's experiences, and I suppose what I have found from being a disability awareness trainer is that there are many patterns. And one of the patterns that I see is anxiety. Anxiety is huge in society at the moment, but it seems to be particularly prevalent in the autistic community. And we need to find strategies to change society so that society works for everyone, because we should all be feeling safe in the world and not feeling anxious about everything. And something like the AUsome conference isn't afraid to tackle these difficult questions. I would also really encourage HR managers, recruiters, people managers, anyone who is involved in the hiring process in organisations. Children grow up, they're going to look for employment. I often find a lot of the autistic conversation is around children, and it's around primary and secondary school, but we don't remain children forever. And there are a lot of barriers to employment for neurodiverse people, and I think employers would benefit hugely by educating themselves around these barriers. Even though I'm working in the diversity and inclusion field, and I know a lot about disability awareness, as I have my own lived experience of disability, I really felt underexperienced in the area of neurodiversity and autism. We have to talk about the small things that can become very big obstacles and barriers to people. So Inclusive Cork is really happy to support the AUsome conference because I know it's an inclusive conference. It is inclusive in terms of they will have ISL interpreters this year, and it's also inclusive around language. Not all of us use verbal language to communicate, and there are many ways to communicate, and assistive technology is a big game changer for all of us who communicate in different ways. Therefore, I really think that this conference is very pertinent to anyone who is involved in the tech industry or involved in designing AI, because the potential, we don't even know the potential of the individuals who communicate in a different way. So this is the century where we are really going to understand neurodiversity in a whole new way. It's the new frontier.